everyone, and welcome back to a Service Dogs Partner. Today we are going to give Sassy a bath. Remember we were talking about all the different types of grooming that you normally have to do when you have a service dog? Well, we already took care of her nails, and I recently did that, and that's something you want to make sure you do before you give them a bath, because they're going to be all over the place and they really don't know where their paws are. So you don't want them to you don't want them to accidentally scratch you, because literally they don't know where their paws are, and their nails can get very sharp if you don't keep them short and buffed round. So I made sure they're all done. This is also done so that it doesn't ruin my tub, because that's how we're going to do it today. Now normally I'd wash her outside, but it's still too cold. This is in the middle. This is still early May, and well, right now we live in Washington where it's a lot colder and we still get more rain. So now during this time when we have the colder weather, if she really gets really dirty, then I have to wash her in the tub at home. Now, as you can see, I still have stuff in my house, in my bathroom. And the best thing you want to do when you do this is you want to get all the loose stuff out of your bathroom as much as possible. Otherwise, you're going to have a humongous mess. So the first thing before I even get her in the tub is I need to make sure I get everything out of my bathroom. Okay? Okay, so now as you just saw, I just took out everything in my bathroom that I didn't want to get ruined. And you saw me take out all the towels. Well, I didn't. The reason why I took those out was because those are the good towels. Now, if you go out and you have your towels and it's like, okay, they're getting old, you want some new ones, save those old towels. They'll be really good to use for the bathrooms when you're washing your dog, or they're coming in from playing in the rain all day, like let's say it starts raining, you hadn't realized it, and you left the dog outside, you gotta bring him in, you gotta dry him all off. Or let's say you're going to the beach or the lake, you take those towels, because more than likely your dog's gonna want to go play and they're gonna get in the water or whatnot. So old towels, as long as they don't have really bad holes in it, keep those, because they are really good for these types of things. They're also really good to use for when you have a puppy and they're being potty trained. Those are really good to use for when you have to clean up those early messes. That I'll be talking about in another video. But right now, let's talk about washing your dog. Okay, so as I said, we've been saving these up. So we got towels, and because she's a big dog, I've got quite a few. The other thing you gotta make sure you do is you gotta have special dog shampoo. This will make it easier for cleaning them. And also, this type of shampoo is supposed to be a little bit easier on the eyes in case you get it in their eyes. You want to try to make sure you don't get them in their eyes. Get the soap in their eyes, because it's soap. It hurts. It's itchy. It stings and everything. So what we have is, this is one of the ones we have. It's an oatmeal essence. It cleans, conditions, detangles. So it's like a shampoo and conditioner all in one. I have another one that's similar. Soothing oatmeal again. Oatmeal seed spit. This one has buttermilk in it. Buttermilk scent. So they do have some scenting ones. Calms, irritates skin with moisturizing oatmeal, gentle cleansing action. So a lot of the different types of shampoos will have both shampoo and conditioner. Look for certain ones, like if your dog has a very sensitive skin, or you're noticing it's really itchy, like maybe it's allergy season. Look for types of shampoo for dogs like that. So that's something you want to take into consideration when you're looking into stuff like that. Now, I have more than one bottle here. I've actually got 2 full ones and one that's almost empty. You want to make sure you have at least 2 full ones if you have a big dog. If you got an extra large dog, double that. The reason why is because that's a big body you got to get. I mean, as you're going and moving around, sometimes the soap and stuff can be kind of hard to tell where you got it and you need extra stuff, or you miss and it goes down the drain instead of on the dog. So it's always best to have extra. So stock up like, okay, they had their bath, but so next payday we get some more. She didn't have it, okay, we'll buy another bottle. Just kind of have a good stockpile, so when that, like, if you get to a certain number, you're like, okay, this is pretty good for another bath, then you can probably hold off until they have that bath or something like that. It's best to figure out what would work for you. Now, like I said, make sure that their nails are cut and buffed so that you don't get scratched, so the tub doesn't get ruined. The other thing you want to make sure is that you're, like when you did their nails, make sure you're wearing some grubby clothes you don't mind getting messed up. No hanging jewelry, no dangly jewelry, no makeup. I really highly suggest. If you wear glasses, I would take them off. My glasses are going to be coming off very soon. And be prepared for a mess. That's why I cleared this place out. Now, something else I'm going to do. Right now I have the door open. Sassy is with me. I'm going to close this door. And here's the reason why. I learned this the hard way, and we actually did this a couple of times before we finally clicked in going, maybe we should close the door. A lot of times the dogs will jump out of the tub. For some reason they don't really always like the tub. They'll go play in the water, the lake, they'll go into a koi pond, but for some reason they don't like a tub. So they'll jump out, and you don't want them to go into the rest of the house. The bathroom is actually the easiest to clean up after you get all your loose stuff out. And the reason why is because it's tile. Carpet, it's very hard to dry out. Tile, you get, like I said, use the old towels, you walk around and dry it all up. Much easier to clean up than trying to get a soapy dog back in. And you're not chasing them all over the place. It's just a much smaller area. Also, what's really good is, let's say for some reason you have, let's say you have kids or something, and it's like, Mom, I fell down and I hurt myself, like, and you're cleaning the dog, and you gotta go check on the kid, okay? Leave the dog in here, go check on the kid, or whatever stuff that's going. You got a phone call, you gotta go out. The dog is gonna be fine in here. Quickly rinse them off, leave them in here, come back as soon as you can. Is about basically what it is. Okay. You're cleaning the dog. It's going to be slippery, so be very careful when you do this. You're going to slip and slide all over the place. I like to lay either a towel down, or I get one of those the bathroom mats that are rubbery on one side, and that all just goes into the washer and dryer when I'm all done. That way I have something kind of solid underneath my feet, so I don't have to worry about falling as badly. Okay, so we are going to get started on cleaning, and wish me luck, because it's always an adventure when we do this. Almost forgot. Make sure you take their collar off, and if you're going to clean it, put it in the sink to let it soak, rub it with some soap, and let it out to dry. But you want to take this off, that'll make it easier to clean them. I know. Alright, so I don't know if you noticed, but I did not take my glasses off. Completely forgot. So I ended up taking them off halfway. So they are now drying. So, don't know if you saw this, but what I ended up doing was, after she got in, I went ahead and completely wetted her down. Now I did this so that, kind of like when you wash your own hair, you first get it wet, and it helps the soap be able to get on it. Then when I did it, I took the soap and I squeezed it on there. Think about putting some soap on like a hot dog. You're going to squeeze it on there. And I only did it on half of her body, because since she's so big, she's so long, that it's easier to do half the body and then go do the other side. As I needed, I added more soap. I had a hard time getting underneath her, so I had soap in my hands, and then I went ahead and did her other side. And as I did it, I went ahead and I would rinse her off as I went. The part that you have to be very careful with, again, is the head. You want to make sure that her head is tilted up as you're slowly going down with the water. Now, they don't like the water. Think of opening your eyes as the the spray from the shower head goes right into your eyes. It hurts. It's really hard unless you got some very soft water. And even then it can be uncomfortable. So try not to get those in their eyes. You notice that she may have done some shaking. Well, a lot of times dogs will shake to get water out of their ears. That's one of the main reasons why they will shake. Otherwise, just to get water off you. So expect to get that. A lot of times the best way you could try doing that is when you're done, try to dry them off before they do that. That's not always possible, as you were seeing that she was actually doing that as I was washing her. Now, as you probably also saw, is I started drying her off while she was still in the tub. That way the most of the water goes in the tub. As you saw also, I tossed one towel away because it was completely wet. That's the reason why I have multiple towels. As you probably can tell, there's fur all throughout the tub. So that's another reason to give them a bath is during when they are shedding. This actually helps them shed off some of that fur. The problem is that you are going to have to try to wipe up the fur before it goes down the drain, otherwise it will clog it up. Kind of like with your hair, it'll clog up the drain if you let it go down the drain. So now that she's done, she's washed, I'm letting her go in the, she has an area in my room that she's allowed. She's going to go in there and she's going to dry out. She'll finish drying off. The nice thing is that she's a short hair. Because she's a short hair, it didn't take me as long as if I did our golden retriever, who has a bit more longer hair. Even though it's short, it's longer than Sassy's, and that would have taken me longer. If I had, say, a collie, that would have taken me even longer because she has long hair and probably would have more mud and dirt stuck to her. While Sassy, most of it just kind of slid off. She actually was not as dirty as I thought she was, but it was a good time to give her a bath because, like I said, she was shedding. And also she's going to dry much faster than a dog who has longer hair. A boy's hair dries faster because his hair is so short versus a girl with very long hair. It's going to take longer to dry. My hair would take longer to dry than hers. So that's what's going on. Now that I have disastrated the bathroom, I actually chose this day because this is the day I normally clean the bathroom. So if I'm going to destroy the bathroom by getting her in here, I might as well go ahead and just clean the bathroom. Get two things out of the way. So if you ever do wash your dog in your bathtub, be prepared to clean at least the bathtub, if not the rest of the bathroom, because you may have the floor wet. There may be some walls that have gone wet because remember, they shake. They shake all the water off. There's going to be some soap all over the place. And you yourself are probably going to need some taking care of. So I am now off to clean our bathroom, and I'll be back in a bit. Hello, we're back again. So Sassy is all nice and clean. I have changed into his dry clothes. The bathroom is all cleaned up, and all the towels that we used are now in the washing machine getting washed. So that is basically what goes into giving a dog a bath. I don't know if you noticed, but with the clothing I wore, not only was it stuff that I didn't mind getting messy in, but it was stuff that was loose and flexible. So no jeans. I realize it's just no jeans. The jeans are horrible when they get wet. I wore spandex. It's much easier to move in it, and it's not so bad when they get wet. You can still move around in it. Something I forgot to mention was I took her collar off so that I could get her cleaned under the collar, and then I put the collar in the sink to soak with soap and water. I then went ahead and put some soap on the collar and really washed it to try to get as much of the dirt off. It is now drying. You will actually notice that your dog probably will not like you taking the collar off. They'll go, "What are you doing? Why are you taking it away?" Because they will actually, for some reason, they actually know that the collar is something special. You put it on them, you gave it to them, so you taking it away, it makes them very confused and sometimes a bit anxious. And when you bring it back to them, you put it back on them, they'll be very, very happy when you put it back on them. But hers is drying right now, so I'm making sure I give her love. I make sure she's doing very well. She's very happy. I was actually very surprised. She wasn't as dirty as I thought she was going to be with her playing in the dirt and mud. She's normally always washed off before we bring her inside, but I had thought that the dirt may have still built up over time, but she actually wasn't that dirty. The thing is that dogs don't need to be cleaned every single day. And like I said with the golden retriever, that is especially true. And you may think, oh, I just washed them, but they have to go outside and it's all rainy and muddy and I just washed them, but they needed to be washed and now they're going back outside and they're going to be dirty again. Well, the thing is, you got rid of all that deep dirt that had been building up, and this top coat is going to be the top coat of dirt that's going to be coming on now. It's going to be much easier to wash off than it would have been. So it's kind of like you just got washed and now you have to go outside where it's windy and dirt is being flown up all over the place. It happens. You just have to but you have to give them that wash. Now, the other thing, the reason why I went ahead and gave her the wash is that it was to help her with her shedding, to help get loose some of that extra fur. The next thing that we're going to be doing later on is giving her a really good brush. But that is for another video. So next time you see us, we are going to be going through different brushes you could use for your dog. And I will show you how I brush Sassy. Until then, if you liked our video, please hit like and subscribe so you can be kept up to date for our next videos. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.